up, Smarties? And today we are back on Adapted Mind, and we are going to be doing the reading. So let's head straight in. Play reading. Okay, so we've got this
Well, hiya there, new
intro.
friend. Did you just read a good joke?
No, you're supposed to be
New
scared.
friend.
Ugh. Oh, never mind. I am the evil wizard. Behold, your stories
Wow.
are gone. Now, only my story will be told.
Ooh, share your stories with us. We love reading new tales.
Oh, I didn't think that far ahead.
In that case, I must insist we have our books back.
Never!
We have to get the stories back. And we're going to need
Ooh.
your help. Come on.
This is interesting. Very interesting.
Hi there. Welcome to Neverland. I'm
Neverland.
Peter Pan. Whoa! Oh, I've lost my ability to fly. Something peculiar is going on. I bet it has something to do with that wizard. But you know, reading is powerful magic. If we read some other stories, maybe it will magically bring back the ones that were stolen. Let's get to the bottom of this. Since I can't fly, getting to the bottom should be easy. That's a good
That's
one,
really
old boy.
funny.
Now pick a story. Reading helps recover our stories.
Pick a story. Wolves coming. Bellas, bubbles and butterflies. The selfish crocodile. Norbert's big dream. Curious George visits the library. Curious. Yeah, let's just go back. I don't know. I do not know. Wolves coming looks interesting. Selfish crocodile, what is this?
Let's review some vocabulary words from the story before we read it.
Okay. No, not this story. Yes. We'll go with Elevator Jones meets the Wright brothers.
Let's review some vocabulary words from the story before we read it.
Infested. Definition: to spread or swarm in a troublesome manner. The yard was infested with ants. Groaned. To have uttered a deep sound indicative of pain, grief, or annoyance. He fell out of the tree and then groaned from the pain. Flunking. To fail an examination or course. I forgot to study, so I will probably be flunking the test.
Now, the main event. Read the story.
Okay. Henry Jones was a typical gardener. He loved reading books, playing ball, and pretending. He did a lot of pretending. Henry lived in a huge hotel that was nearly 100 years old. His mum and dad worked in the hotel, and the family lived in a large room on the 17th floor. Henry loved living in the Excelsior Hotel, I think that's what it's called, but sometimes he pretended it was a medieval castle with a fire-breathing dragon and a crocodile-infested moat. Henry's best friend was a stuffed koala bear named Lucas, but sometimes Henry pretended Lucas was a fierce, grizzling bear raiding campgrounds for food. Henry's favourite spot in the hotel was the rickety old elevator, and his favourite person was Horatio, the 70-year-old elevator operator. His parents thought that he loved to pretend that the noisy elevator was a high-tech time machine that could take him and Lucas on exciting adventures. But Henry and Horatio know the real story. Okay, down we go. 1 of 6. Okay. Henry's favourite spot in the hotel was the rickety old elevator, and his favourite person was Horatio, the 70-year... I've watched that. Okay, to the top. Chapter 1. Henry Jones was doodling on his vocabulary sheet when his third grade teacher caught him by surprise. "Clear your desks," said Mrs. Vargas. "It's time for your social studies test." "Test? Uh-oh," said Henry under his breath. He'd forgotten all about the test on the Wright brothers. Henry and his friend Tommy Huggins had been so busy planning their next great adventure that they had forgotten to study. Henry turned to look at Tommy as Mrs. Vargas placed the test on his desk. "Oops," mouthed Tommy. "Turn around, Henry," said Mrs. Vargas. "Eyes on your paper." Henry didn't even bother looking at the test. It was hopeless. He just put his head in his hands and groaned. A few minutes later, Mrs. Vargas said, "Pencils down, your time is up." "Thank goodness," said Henry. "Put your test on my desk on your way out of the classroom. I'll have those graded and back to you in the morning," said Mrs. Vargas. "Just wonderful," said Tommy to Henry sarcastically. "Yeah, tell me about it. We really screwed up." Oops. Okay, where was I? "It couldn't have been that bad," said Tommy. "At least you knew the Wright brothers' names." "Yep, that much I got right. Gary and Audley," replied Henry. I think you mean Wilbur and Orville," added Tommy, fighting back laughter. Page 4 of 6 already. "Oh no," replied Henry. He put his hands over his face. After school, the boys... Chapter 2. After school, the boys went back to Henry's suite at the Grand Excelsior Hotel. Henry was still worried about flunking the Wright brothers' test. "What's the big deal?" asked Tommy. "Tommy, it's just one test. It was really just a quiz. I've never had anything less than an A on any test or quiz ever," replied Henry. "Well, I guess there's a first time for everything," added Tommy. You don't understand, said Henry. My dad loves the Wright brothers. When he heard that we were learning about them in the school, he told me that he'd throw a pizza party if I got an A on the test. Are you telling me you just cost us a pizza party? Asked Tommy. What happened? It's fine. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying, replied Henry. Well, we need to fix this, said Tommy. Yeah, but how? Asked Henry. We could go see Horatio, said Tommy. I don't know. I almost got in big trouble last time, said Henry. Do you want that pizza party or not? Replied Tommy. Of course, answered Henry. Then this is a job for Elevator Jones, announced Tommy. Seems like a bad idea, Tommy, responded Henry. Look, I'm ready for my first adventure, plus it's low risk. We only need to go back to last night so we can study, and then we get a do-over on the test. You get your A and we all eat pizza, explained Tommy. Well, what are we waiting for? Asked Henry.
Great! Answer these questions to show your understanding of the story. And if you need to review the story, click this tab.
Which of the following could someone be flunking? A hat, a test, a car, a phone, a test. Check my correction. Where does Henry live? Henry lives in a hotel. You can check. Why did Henry put his hands over his face while talking to Tommy? He didn't want Tommy to see that he'd been crying. He didn't want to talk to Tommy at all. He didn't think Tommy needed to see his face. He knew he had made a mistake and was embarrassed. D correct. Correct.
Great job! You beat the level.
Next.
Oh, it's one of the 3 little pigs. Well, not so little anymore. Pig, what's going on? Why can't I fly? And why are you in Neverland? And, so plump.
Well, according to my calculations, with our stories gone, the details are changing. Everything is mixed up, out of order, and in the wrong place.
Oh no, we must get our stories back.
Or I'm going to need a bigger house. Excuse me.
Pig. I think we're going to end it for here now. This was super fun. I enjoyed reading this story. It was really exciting. Wait, what? Part 2 of 6? Anyway, reading on Adapted Mind was really fun. You should go check it out and have a go at it. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.